Hey y'all, it's Nancy the Handy Scandy. Welcome back for another crafty venture. And welcome to my very first episode of Saturday Morning Makes for 2025. Now I actually created and filmed this video last weekend on January 4th. However, the world collided after that and I did not get the video out. So I have re-edited it and am releasing it this morning, January 11th. Make sure that you hop over to Jill Norwood's channel and see the fun that she has going on last week and this week. And stay tuned because at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, 10 o'clock Pacific, Miss Anna White has her very first release with her very own company, Sweet Miss Daisy Designs. Now she's going to be releasing some stamps and some papers and I just can't wait. So make sure you hop on over and you are prepared to do some shopping right along with me. In the meantime, let's go ahead and jump on into my video. Hey y'all, it is time for the very first Saturday Morning Makes for 2025. Can you believe it? Saturday Morning Makes. It's an open art collaborative. Anyone, everyone is invited to join us. Simply use the hashtag SatMornMakes and you will find what the things that we have posted. And if you use the same hashtag when you upload your projects, we'll be able to find what you've created. One last thing about Saturday Morning Makes. It does not matter what your medium of choice is. It can be card making. It doesn't have to be card making. It can be crochet. It can be baking. It can be photography. Whatever you are inspired to create with whatever mediums you create, we want to see it. So with all that being said, I'm going to share a little bit of happy mail before I jump into my makes. So I ordered from Temu and a lot of like the stamps and stencils and dies. I'm not buying those anymore because I have found that they some of them are flat out stolen images. I've seen Tim Holtz, the big snowman, Mr. Frosty. I've seen that on there. And I'm like, that's not okay. I don't know who the seller was. I didn't pay attention to that. Because think of Temu and those other ones that we don't even mention their names. Think of them like Amazon, right? Amazon is the umbrella. And then there are individual sellers underneath that umbrella. Same with Temu, same with those other ones. So not everyone on each site is going to be fraudulent, but you do have to be diligent. So with that being said, the brushes themselves, I've not seen this through anybody else, but I wanted to give them a try. Now I do have a couple of these. So this is a 4 and this is a 0. And I love these. In fact, someone had asked me where I got my brushes when I was using the ones that I have. And I wasn't certain at that time if I had gotten them from Temu or not. But these just came, so they are definitely from Temu. And I have to say, of all my paintbrushes, these are some of my favorites. A couple things that I'm noticing. So see here it says oils, acrylics, watercolors. I thought when I first opened the package that some were specifically for oils, some were specifically for acrylics, and some for watercolors. That is not the case. This is telling you that you can use all of these brushes, all of them, in all of these mediums. And then on the back it says used for pigment powder, paint, acrylic pigment, water-based pigment. So you can use them for all. And then down here it tells you how to clean them if you're using oils, if you're using acrylics or watercolors. So, and that is on every single package. So they're saying that all of the brushes can be used in all the mediums. So I'm excited to give them a try. I did some watercoloring earlier this week, and I will just give you a quick share of those before I jump in, because in case you haven't seen my video introducing snowmen in January, I'll just give you a quick glance of those in just a minute, but then I'll get on to showing the cards that I made for this morning. So the other piece of happy mail I got this week was this package, and it is from A Colorful Life Designs. Now, if you guys have heard me talk about them in the past, I refer to them as my first love. They were the first company that I did design teamwork for, and the owner's Mary Beth, and she's amazing. And they had a big sale. I think everything was 50% off. But I just wanted to share with you the stencils that I purchased. So we are going to start out with this one. It is called Iron Cross. And then this one is just crosses. Those are the only 3x6 I got, but aren't they fun? Look at this one. It's called Pointed Lace Stencil. So it is absolutely gorgeous. And then I got this one. It is called Falling Flakes. Isn't that fun? And then this one, where's mine? All the names and the product numbers, other than the teeny tiny, really fine ones like the tile one. The name, the product number, the name, and the company are all etched down here at the bottom. This one's called Pretty Tile. This one is called Sunflower Medallion. This one is Field of Crosses. Oh, it goes this way. And that is very, very similar to the crosses. It's not identical, but it's definitely coordinating, isn't it? So I really like both of those. And now for my 6x9 stencils. Those were 6x6. Look at that. This one is called Ceiling Tile. Isn't that gorgeous? This one is just tiles. And this one is called Swirl Grid. I love it. And now I will share with you the couple of cards that I made earlier, but I will link to the video where I shared these earlier in the week. I just wanted to give a glimpse of them for those who may not have seen. Now I use the same stamp on all of these, but I was trialing the watercolor cardstocks to see if they all work the same. So you can hop over to that video if you want more information on them. But that was the first one. This was the second one. This was the third one, and this was the fourth one. So yeah, so if you want more information on them, you hop over to that other video that I released. So now, and I'm going to pull in this sweet card. So this image is from Stamps by Judith. It is Big Hat Snowman. I got it unmounted and it is R51 large. So I pulled this out. I got it earlier last year and hadn't used it yet and thought today's the day. And then I also pulled out my papers from Tracy V Designs, the papers that she created for this past Christmas. And this is the one that I used on here. And it is called Peppermint Christmas. And look at those beautiful, bright, fun colors. I just love them. Now, I am definitely more of a neutrals girl, a black and white girl, greens and browns. But I also love this. The white layer, this white layer, I just cut with my trimmer. But the other layers are cut out with the die. It is the Whimsy Wonky Stitch Rectangle die, something like that. So there's that, and then the sentiment comes from this set by Sweet November, Cold Hat Warm Heart, and it is this right here. And don't worry, I'll be using these probably this week. Aren't they cute? So cute. There's a coordinating set as well. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll be using those very, very soon. So what else do we want to talk about? So we've got the papers, we've got the dies, we've got the stamp, and we've got the sentiment. I colored it up with my Olos. The more I use my Olos, the more I love my Olos, and I already love them. So yeah, I love them. And then on the inside, I used a piece of the striped scrap there and a piece of the green polka dot scrap there. Now, see, there's the red polka dot. This is the same print, but it's just in green. So very fun, very happy, and look, I stamped and signed. I'm moving up. So there is that one. And then Tracy also has a pattern paper set called Slothmas. Let me pull my scraps out. Oh, Embrace the Chill. But it does say Slothmas on one of the pattern papers. So I will try to remember to link to the video where I revealed these as well. Very, very cute. And then the other one that she released was called Christmas Cocoa. Now I have used both of these on my next two cards. This one inspired the cards because the sloth being on there for Christmas, I knew that I had some sloth product. I couldn't remember what or where, but as I was pulling out all of my stuff for Christmas, I found them. So this is the first one that I made. I used this stamp from Stamping Bella. Isn't that adorable? Excuse me, it's called Sloth on a Wreath, EB1001. So stinking cute. And this is the card that I made, again, using my Olos and some white gel pen. And then in here, where I made the fluffies, I used this from Seth Apter. It's Eyes Ink Pigment. And it's like a nail polish bottle. Sometimes words escape me, so. So again, stamped him out, colored him up with my Olos, and I already said what I used for his fluffies. And I used the, on this one, it actually wasn't the white gel pen, it was the souffle pen. And then I used my stitched circle dies to die cut the sloth and the circle out. And everything else was just cut with my trimmer. And then the happy birthday is from Honeybee Stamps. And you really, if you're going to use just the words and you don't necessarily want a specific color, you don't need the stamps. But the smaller sub-sentiments help make a full sentiment out of the larger stamps. So that is how I got the happy birthday. I actually stamped the birthday and the happy, and then I had to go back in with a black marker and color in all the spaces that were still white. So, but it looks really good. You wouldn't know it wasn't black cardstock, and so I would just encourage you to just use the color cardstock that you want, or you can always color over it or paint over it. You can use whatever you want to die cut your words out of. But again, the happy was stamped as well. It's right there, but it has all the fun ones. And this was called Bitty Buzzwords. But I just thought that was super cute. So I did the stripe with the Slothmas, and then I used a coordinating color. And I thought that this color kind of pulled out the yellowy tones on here. And also I used it to come up with the colors for my sloth. So very, very cute. Open for me. And then on the inside, and then on the back, another tree. Some of the Harlequin that I used for this one. And then again, stamped and signed. So, Sloth 1 and Sloth 2. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. I can't. So this one I used the Christmas Cocoa. This is the same cardstock as that, or the same pattern paper as that one. And then I used the smaller plaid. There's a larger plaid and a smaller plaid. And I went back and forth on both of them, but ultimately went with the smaller. I just felt like proportionately it was right with his face. And this is the die that I created Mr. Sloth with. It is from Simon. Close to 10 years ago I got him. I really like him. I don't use him very often. I also have a hedgehog, same style hedgehog. So I think he's super cute though. I thought it was really fun. And then I used this die from Simon, the Heartfelt Snowflake, that was new for December, and that is what's behind his head. And then the Birthday Wishes from Anna White at Impression Obsession. I used this one to create the birthday sentiment. And I am the one who makes birthday cards for work, and I haven't made any in some time. So I thought I would go ahead and just, because you can put whatever sentiment on whatever that you want. Even the snowmen don't have sentiments, but I can easily add a thank you if I want to use it for a thank you, or a happy birthday if I want to use it for that. So then the inside is just some layered up cardstock, same with the back, stamped and signed. So those are my cards to share with you today. I thank you for joining me. I thank you for your patience with me. And I hope that you're having a beautiful Saturday morning and that you're all enjoying this fun start to Saturday Morning Makes 2025. And if you are participating in hashtag Snowmen in January 2025, make sure you use that hashtag. Now you can use just snowmen in January, absolutely. I did create the new hashtag with the 2025 at the end so that we wouldn't have to kind of rifle through all of the hashtags or all of the projects for the last 3 years, because the first one was hosted by Anna White, and the second one was hosted by me last year, and then this one is the 3rd year. So that's why I say 3 years worth of projects. I will be searching hashtag snowmen in January 2025 to see the new makes, but you can use whichever one you prefer. There we have it, I guess. Let me know if you have any questions. Oh, one other thing I wanted to say about the hashtag. It can be any project you want to make as long as it's snowman oriented or there's a snowman involved. I had a question about that last night, and my son was asking me as well, does it have to be cards or paper projects? So nope, just like Saturday Morning Makes, whatever you want to create, whatever is snowman inspired, and use the hashtag snowmen in January 2025. And it is snowmen plural and in, not of. I will try to remember to put that on the screen so you can see it again. It'll definitely be in my title as well as the description, so you can just click on that as well. So for now, guys, I am going to let you go so you can hop around and see what else is going on and get back to your Saturday. But I thank you for joining me. I always appreciate the time that you guys spend with me. I hope everybody had a pleasant holiday season, and I know I am glad to be on the other side of it and ready to face this new year. So I've got a birthday coming up this weekend as well, and I'm going to go get some fairy strands in my hair. So I'm walking into 60 feeling funky fresh. Guys, have a good one. Thanks again for joining me. Mwah. Until next time, this is Nancy, the Handy Scandy, for Saturday Morning Makes and Snowmen in January 2025. Until next time, I'm out.